Bodacious. 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 Definition: excellent, admirable, or attractive. It's bodacious season, bitch.
Welcome back to the return of season 2 of Bodacious Blunt Tea podcast. I'm Social T, and I'm back with the whole gang, and we got a new host. But before I let them introduce themselves, today's episode is episode 10, and we going into a mental health check. We've been gone for a minute for 4 weeks, a whole little month of time, celebrated the gang, birthday, Murray, birthday, my birthday. Okay, so we back, and I need everybody to check in about how they feeling. So once you introduce yourself, just tell us how you've been feeling over the month of time.
My name Lexii. I am one of the brand ambassadors. For the past month, I'll say I've been feeling amazing. My mental health, amazing, positive. So I've been doing good.
I am Dmarriah B, and for the past month, I've been feeling real good. Mental is real good. I'm losing weight in the gym, and everything's good.
How you doing? I am Ieshia Shante. I am the new host. I've been feeling a little bit, I want to say like a little bit in and out. I did jump into depression a little bit, probably like 3 days ago. So I'm kind of like, amped about talking about this today.
I am Ieshia Shante, and over the past month, I can say I've been feeling kind of good, pretty good, actually. Like, I've been getting to the money, putting them hours in, so checks be looking how I be needing them to look, so I've been feeling great, Yeah.
All right, I'm the creator, Social T. Over the past month, I've been feeling amazing. Like you said, in the gym, getting to the money. We just went through Mercury retrograde. It was crazy, but it brought a lot of clarity and confirmation on the stuff that I'm accepting and manifesting right now.
I'm Uncle Ray, the biggest fucking uncle in America. In the past month, I've been lit, turned it. Man, I've been lit. I've been at peace. I've been productive. I've been working like a motherfucker too. But overall, I've been feeling real good.
Hey y'all, I'm Jaz Hardy. This month, it's been up and down. I would say, because Chrysler want to stress everybody out. Excuse me, Stellantis want to stress everybody out. But other than that, I like the money. But, it's still, like, in a way, depressing. But, all right.
We don't want to introduce with the negative stuff, so I didn't say that part, but it's there.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I'm Stacey Lee. I'm one of the hosts, and this last month has been blissful. I've been happy. I am taking steps in good directions, and I'm noticing that my motivating myself is helping me motivate other people. And one of my videos went 37K viral, so.
Okay.
Move. It's Idolized the Glide guy, baby. I just turned big 30 last month. I've been surviving, thriving, and gliding. You feel me? Riding the motherfucking kite. Taking care of home. Feel me? That's about it. I've been good, baby. Smooth.
All right. So overall, the whole gang been feeling they self doing good, as we should, because we fucking bodacious. You feel me? Admirable, attractive in all type of ways, getting to the money. But today, it's like June is dedicated to men's mental health awareness. And overall, we got 2 men on our platform. And I really feel like we need to tap into their mental as well, as much as women share an emotional connect. But before we go deep into ourselves, we're going to talk about the first segment, which is childhood trauma. And I feel like the first concept that I want to, go into is physical abuse and sexual abuse. We're going to go into the main key points of the disadvantages and the effects of life of how it affects children of the childhood trauma. So, who would like to start off? As far as physical and sexual abuse, I feel like example is like traumatic stress, reactions to the child in the home, their environment, and then the parent protection, like if they're being sexually sexual abuse, you feel me, not even by the parent. They feel like whoever it is, whoever the perpetrator is, they feel like they probably can't go to their parent. Like they feel like their parents supposed to be there to protect them from that even happening to them. So let's navigate into those disadvantages and how it affect the child life.
It actually messed it up. Like sometimes it's usually like family members because they be watching you, or you know your parent trust them, but then they got like a sick mind or something like that. So it's just you got to be aware of who you hang around, or you know, or who you bring a kid around.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think having conversations with your kids as early as possible is key, because them not knowing how to talk to you or being fearful, you know, that can prolong them, you know, ever saying anything, or they might not ever say anything. So I think conversations with your kids as early as possible about touching or feeling uncomfortable should be.
Because kids understand you. They
Yeah.
understand what you're saying when you
Yeah.
talking, even though they can't
Definitely.
find back or, you know, being babies.
Processing.
They understand you.
Yeah, like sometimes kids don't know how to actually say like certain things. I feel they be wanting to explain shit, but they don't be able
Because
to.
in the act of the moment of that sexual act or physical act, they uncomfortable.
Mhm.
So like,
It's hard for them to
how
have
they
it
gonna
uncomfortable.
go around somebody like to trust them and be vulnerable and be like, this happened to me. Like, are you gonna believe me? Are you gonna, or like,
Help
that's
me.
an adult. You supposed to listen to them. Like, is
Mm-hmm.
this, and then you don't know what the person is telling the child. You feel me? Or in
Mhm.
exchange of this type of, you know, sexual
Manipulation and
act.
shit.
Right, and to piggyback off of what you just said, as far as like a child not, like, you know, a parent not believing a child, you know, just to make this real short, I'm gonna sum it up. I have a real life story. You know, I have a cousin. You know what I'm saying? You know, everyone was told when you were a kid, you know, someone touch you down there, you let us know, but to handle it. She let her mom know that her stepdad had touched on her at the age of 11. You know what I'm saying? Told the mom and whatever the mom was supposed to check. The stepdad, of course, denied it. You know what I'm saying? The mom, of course, brushed it off. Here it is. Make a long story short, here it is. Like, I want to say like 3 to 4 years more later. It's still happening. You know why? Because the mom didn't take it serious. So when she already made it be known that she didn't believe her child, it made it okay for him to continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's traumatized. And to this day, she is still dealing with that. And it's like, you know, she didn't take like counseling. She tried. What she did was more so as a kid, she was rebellious. Ended up in the system, been in there for a while. She just got out 3 months ago. She doing good. You know, I'm kind of proud of her. You know what I'm saying? She came away, but she's still dealing with that trauma because it's like it still haven't been cleared. Her name still haven't been cleared in that situation.
So, Ray, how do you feel about physical and sexual abuse?
I feel like, well, to piggyback off what Dmarriah was saying, like a parent and a child having those deep conversations, like a parent like actually having a child like identify their body parts, you feel me, so they can know if a stranger or so was to like, you know, like, no, you can't wash me up, my mom don't allow that shit, like you can't touch down there, no, I wash myself up type shit, you feel me. I got somebody that does that, like they don't let their child get washed up by nobody, like she let her daughter like no, like when somebody want to go down there, no, you can't touch down there. I let only my mom can wash me up. Nobody else can wash me up. So basically, like having a deep conversation with your child, like knowing them, like letting them like identify their body parts, like what a person not supposed to be touching on you. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is.
Okay, the next key concept I feel is like emotional neglect and abuse, physical neglect, divorce inside the home with the environment of the relationship of the child and the parents, and abandonment. Like, how do it affect the child's life? Like, how does it lead to trauma, and like what's the disadvantages of the child growing up?
I would say detachment. Like I think I experienced a little bit of neglect. Like I grew up alone, only child, feel me? So I was just always to myself in the corner. Didn't really talk that much, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it.
I definitely feel neglected, you know, as far as like growing up with my mom. She was more so like the financial type of parent. Like, you know, she was always there as far as like, you know, making sure that we had. And she was like the way like that affected me, she an aggressive talker. So I talk like that a little bit aggressively. Like I don't mean no harm by it, but I'm more so firm on what I say. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, And I be like that with my boys, like, and I kind of like happy that I got boys, even though I want a girl, because I feel like she'll mellow me out. Like, I be able to redo it over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I won't want her to talk like that. I won't want her to be, you know, always dominant. You know what I'm saying? Know how to be submissive, hit your girly side, because I hit my girly side. Oh, y'all. Like, I was a tomboy for a long, long time. Like, a long time.
See?
And I say abandonment. I say that because, like, my father left me at a young age, like, on my mom. So, you know what I'm saying? She trying to raise a man to be, raise a boy to be a man. It's kind of hard from a woman perspective. So I'm looking like, damn, like, dad ain't around. How the fuck can I be a man if I ain't got no father figure? You feel me? So I'm like, okay. So that's.
So question.
Yeah.
Do it make you feel like as a man you numb to your feelings when it comes to building relationships with women or different people? Family members or anything like that?
No, I say no, because actually, like, by my mom raised me, I know how to treat women.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So by me being raised by, like, all women for real, I know, like, how to take care of women, how to treat a woman in the sense of, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing.
Like, just all relationships,
around,
relationships around you feel like you did. Okay, so that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Anybody as far as like abandonment, emotional neglect, physical neglect, how do they feel like it affects the child life?
Well, so I could piggyback off of both of y'all because financially my mama was there, but like my dad left when I was at a young age. So now y'all see me, I'm always in the corner. But when I started talking, I get to talking. Mm-hmm. So that's something that is it traumatized me. I would be honest because it would be my grandma and my auntie. And so now I see that my mom is, you know, going to football games or being there as a parent and stuff like that. It did get me at a jealous point, but I was able to talk to her or, you know, let her know. And then we was able to talk, and now that's my best friend, you know. So it's all about the person, you know, and realizing, like, you know, it's different times.
Taking accountability
it's different
for
times.
Understanding.
It's
of how they hurted
times.
you. To even move forward.
I can agree with that too, like just to piggyback off what you said, just like the detachment. Like growing up, you know, my parents, like we wasn't, like they provided and stuff,
Like,
but it was never like the love there, you know, like they didn't hug
You had to go get some money.
At the time.
We had
It just
food
be like,
every day, you know, we was
like,
going to school,
you
we
sure
had
got some money,
supplies,
go
had,
do
you know,
what
we
you
had
wanna do.
all our shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
But it was never like the emotional love. Give me a hug. Hey, how you been? You know,
Yeah, that.
just feeling loved by your
Like the
parents.
affirmation that we do now.
Yeah, that shit forced me
And
to
I
grow
feel
up
like,
fast.
not to cut everybody off, I feel like not all parents was like that, but you get that back then. Us coming up, we all about to be pushed 30 stuff. Look, big look.
Okay.
But you feel me? Still mature in his ways. You feel me? But our grandparents gave us for me, grandparents and shit like that gave us that love. So all us here, I'm telling, like, I felt that emotional connection towards
like
my
when
grandparents.
you're younger, you're more connected to your grandparents.
Yeah, like taking me out of
Well,
town.
do y'all
to get
consider
you-
whoopings now, like with belts and stuff? Is that's considered physical abuse now?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I don't really know too many people that give their kids whoopings.
They don't.
Like,
Not
whoop
no
them
more.
and shit. Like, I'm about to whip you.
But back
don't
then,
see
I
that
used to
no more.
always get whoopings and with an extension cord, like
Hangers.
hangers,
that
anything.
was
Like,
that's
See,
abuse.
to
But
me,
my
I
mom-
feel like that was
abuse.
physical
Yeah.
abuse
my mom-
because
what?
I would never
All
do that to my child now.
Extension cord,
So-
all that. She was on that with
I would
us.
get my ass beat.
Okay,
I feel
for
like
real,
everybody
like
got
on that
their
with
ass
us.
Yeah, like,
Now, back in the day, they was taking it a little bit too
different,
far, though.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we ain't
Go
tricking
outside.
up.
I used to
You
have
know
an
what I'm saying?
iron thrown
We
at
ain't
my
doing
head. Like that's physical.
Damn,
abuse.
bitch, don't
Yeah.
get your people criminal.
I'm just saying, but I'm just saying, like that's just.
All right, next.
Back then,
one.
whatever mama picked up, that's what she was getting hit
Next,
with.
let's go to the next subject. It's substance abuse, and I feel like everybody can relate to it. Don't say I ain't over abuse it. Yes,
sure.
everybody over abuse it as a teen. Substance abuse. Me, what the age did we start smoking? 12, 13. That's bold. I'm sorry, mama.
even now, like, when we in the car,
Just
got the cup,
I started
like, drinking and driving.
Before
That's
we even
abusing
got
liquor.
to
You know?
the film production,
just-
like, yeah.
Yeah.
But as a kid, though, like, that shit crazy. Like,
As a kid, we wasn't on liquor like that. We was on marijuana. I mean,
so we
I
wasn't
was.
drinking
Shit.
1800 at the boat.
With the salt,
Right.
that was the salt in the lemon area.
Yeah, the top.
Yeah, crazy.
I broke my ankle on your birthday, bitch, off that bitch.
That shit
Tried
changed
to-
nigga life, for real.
No,
I had my first drink as a child when I was 4. At,
Huh?
at a party.
No
what
kidding.
age?
A party.
What age?
Wow.
4.
4.
Not 14.
Shit, I didn't know you
Not
had me beat.
drinking like that, but I
But
had a
just snuck
sip.
in, yeah.
Snuck in and had a sip from
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a, you know,
I didn't
family's
even sip.
function.
My auntie
Here,
just let me.
taste
She like
this.
here. I didn't even. I asked what it was.
Well, I ain't had family like that. My family got drunk every Sunday.
Shit, I had my
They
first
wasn't
drink at
giving no
12.
kids none.
Nigga, I picked that bitch up off the table, called auntie and them lacking sleep, and got me a little cup, nigga.
See?
Fuck it. I got drunk too. I didn't have a drink. I got
My
drunk,
daddy
threw up
said
everything.
that
I wasn't
Heavy
impressed
drinkers.
to sneak
So
with my
I
parents. 'cause
refuse
we
to
had
grab on to that.
Just pull up on.
Want to see what it was hitting for? Ain't gonna lie.
But then you curious as a child.
Okay, so
because you
since
see-
every
you
wait,
see your
you about
parents.
to say what you about to say? Why do as teens we turn to drugs and alcohol? Like, why do we start doing it?
Cope.
Okay, so your
Wait, one at a
parents.
time, y'all. Go ahead.
I think it depends on the reason why you decided to start smoking. Because I started just off of impulse. I was smoking because my best friend was smoking. We just smoked, and then I was like, okay, I don't gotta smoke again. But then when I got to college, I wanted to smoke again because I'm like, I'm stressed. This shit pissing me off. I want
My
something that's
shit.
gonna bring me down,
Down.
calm me down. You know what I'm saying? So it was a reason behind why I wanted it versus just trying it because I felt like, oh, you smoking weed? Let me just smoke it. But then I also stopped for a period of time because I knew that I wasn't relying on it. So I have different reasons, but I feel like that's kind of everybody.
Me, I just seen my brothers and them doing it. Then that shit, one day I smelled my daddy smoking this
That's
shit.
parents.
I'm like, what the fuck is that sour ass, good smelly smell?
Smelly
What? I'm in
smell.
that bitch taking buzz after buzz. Me and my mama took some the same night one night. He woke up, what the fuck? Who's stealing my shit? Shit, I done got me too many swishers about that bitch. She done came talking about, remember you said I can? I'm like, this time I seen you come here to take his weed. I'm like, see, that's when the parents start. I was 16. Like, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Sneaking, just going to get weed. That shit just started becoming.
And being young as hell.
I was 16. My mama
I
bought my
seen it
my mama
smelled
bought my liquor
good.
for me. So
Yeah, I just wanted to try it because of my friends. I was like, why everybody coming
And
to
My mom
then
used
you
to
be
buy my shit.
laughing.
You was
Me,
around.
it the
Everybody was-
laughing, the
You was
munchies.
around.
I was around it so heavy, and I'm like, I just. And my
weed
parents
was
hated
good.
it. My parents hated it, and I'm just like,
Cool.
why they hate it so bad?
My daddy smoked.
We
But
was
my
having
whole other family used to always. I'm like, I want to try it.
having a ball.
Weed just smelled so good. I just loved how it smelled. Everybody in my family smoked weed. and
Even
shit.
like back in the day, cause
Weed,
the
bitch, Gans, Reggie,
Nigga, what?
$7 hollers.
It'll get us together.
The
$7
zigzag.
It'll get us together. Damn.
$5.
It would.
Off.
Nigga, I ain't seen.
For real.
I ain't seen a nickel bag in
My baby
forever.
said they been smoking since 1950s, huh?
Going to
They
Burns.
okay.
Okay. Then we done upgraded the Burns, the Kush, the
Oh, yeah.
White
Oh,
Widow.
Y'all
3
diesel.
fives was $60.
That good stuff.
Okay, yes.
We was on them 5 for 20s
My
forever.
nigga Weezy, shout out to my nigga Weezy. All right, look. All right, so okay, let's go into like the question tea time of the day. How do you evaluate childhood trauma? How do y'all evaluate?
Oh, I thought you was going on like. I thought you
No,
were looking
just
at something.
anybody. No, like anybody. How do y'all evaluate childhood trauma?
I noticed it based on their behavior since I'm a teacher. My students a lot of times behave based off of stuff that they either are allowed to watch and see or stuff that they see at home that their parents are doing, or the type of conversations that they hear. And I know that it's not necessarily considered abuse to them, but the type of conversations that they are around are way too inappropriate for them to be able to repeat back to me. So it is verbal abuse for a child to be able to come back and literally
Repeat,
recite
Say
a
whole, like they grown.
and understand it enough to really break it down to me too. So I noticed it. That's how I noticed it. Their behaviors and their language choices. Because kids, you could tell a kid that really does not use that type of inappropriate language. They're
not even necessarily just polite, because there's kids that talk reckless but still got manners. But they just don't talk like they lost their mind. You know what I'm saying? So
they know better.
Yeah.
They pick and choose the scenarios of people to be around to talk like that. That's crazy, and that's what you see a lot in the schools coming up now. Like, it just be like on field trips, schools, going over other. I'm not gonna lie, this. Yes, going over other people's kids, going over their house, motherfuckers.
What they watching? Social media,
man.
Video games,
video
games ain't what they used to be. When
watching a show and the mamas in there twerking and the kids twerking. Everybody twerking.
When YouTube came
the whole house twerking.
I say the music too.
The whole house.
Music too.
Like grandma too.
Okay, yeah, everybody's twerking. And then what you think? Like, what you gonna be surprised when you go through our phone and you see sexual contacts and text messages and
I'm putting it out there.
Like,
and another thing is that a lot of parents be trying to be more so of their children's friends than actually the parent. So they got a lot probably to do with it too, though. You know what I'm saying? What you allow your kid to do in your household. And you know what I'm saying? Some parents don't teach their kid, like, you know, you're comfortable with doing that with me, but you can't do that when you at so-and-so in house and stuff like that.
True.
No, I got a perfect example of that too. Because this little boy at the school I told to stop snatching on this other boy, he was like, stop talking to me. So I turned around because I'm not used to kids being like that. So I'm like, who are you talking to? He was like, you the only one talking to me. Stop talking to me.
Shit.
He had to be in like maybe 4th or 5th grade.
Stop the urge from hitting.
So I was asking him, I'm like, why? I said, you talk like that at home? He was like, I talk like that wherever I go.
Wow.
So that alone was enough for me to be like, I'm not even about to say I'm going to go to the office, call your mama, because if I call your mama about my age.
Right.
So now we outside, you know what I'm saying? So you got it, little baby. I'm done talking to you. I was like, I'm done talking to you.
I don't know what they told me.
Okay.
Fucked up. That little boy was going like, damn.
And it's like the kids now, this generation is different.
Technology, social media.
They are so different.
No, for real, it is. It's stimulating their mind. It's all in the mental. Whatever they read, perceive, think, and eat, that's what the fuck they gonna be and breathe out in reality in the world. I don't be understanding. Another, like, okay, so we talk, not to get off subject, we talking about how do you evaluate childhood trauma. So as far as the resources and the environment to stabilize the child, what do y'all feel when y'all hear that? Because everybody sound, we said it before, y'all.
We
like,
just talked about it though, right? Like what they be around, what they see every day, what they.
I think it's like the internet, right?
I think a village is necessary.
Yup. It's basically like your core values and things like that. Like,
morals.
Yes.
Moral compass.
And it all starts from the parent.
Right, what the parent
what you instill in them.
Like, if they fucked up or like to evaluate a child and see that they going through something, I feel like it all comes from like their relationships, their environment of people, their friends, how they interact with them, how they interact with their parent for first and foremost, they hygiene, like how they responsive in certain situations, like they don't care about, like you can say like you a mentor, you talking to a group of kids, that's what you there for, mental health mentor. You say, okay, you talking to your kids. You see a kid over in the corner not even really not caring about nothing. Afterwards, you gonna go check like what's wrong with, cause you wondering, every other kid raising their hand like I feel that way or saying being interactive, but this one not. So I feel like that is a way to evaluate a child if they going through some type of trauma, and if they lashing out. A lot of kids lash out for attention.
But then see, what about the kids that lost both of their parents as a child?
That too.
And was just like, forced to just grow up on their own
That
and just figure out life.
I got 2 cousins right now that went through that.
That's crazy.
Like just graduated, went through prom, mama and daddy not there. Yeah. And you got 2 other siblings, you only 17, gotta take care of them.
Yeah, you just a kid yourself.
Yeah, that's what I said. I had a friend like that in, I think middle school. I had a friend like that. He had lost both parents like real early, but like he was bad as fuck. But he was down. He was bad as hell. Like he was just act out like he just
didn't
tripping.
Give a fuck.
But he was one of the smartest kids in the school, like honor roll student. But he just was like
Was
he
he
ain't
bad
give a
after?
fuck. Yeah, huh?
After he lost his parents?
Yeah, after,
was he
yeah.
started? Okay.
He ain't give a fuck. Like, he in the office every day type shit, but they looking at his grades and his transcripts and shit like, man, this little nigga smart. But, like, you look back like, damn, that's why. Like, that
Was
shit
he in the
fucked up.
system?
No, he said he was raised by his granny. But he was saying, like, he was jumping from house to house type shit at the moment.
Okay.
Until, you know what I'm saying? You know, granny really don't be having control over a child that much when they up to the age. Like damn.
Yeah. Okay.
Now that you said that, or whatever, so to go into the impacts of the childhood trauma, let's talk about foster home a little bit. That's one of the biggest things right now. Okay, look. Y'all ever seen, what's Gabriel Fernandez, the case about the little boy that was killed by his mama?
Yeah.
Yeah, beat. It's like, oh my God, y'all, okay. So some of the stuff that was going on that documentary of those cases or whatever, he was really getting abused, like I don't know about. He wasn't really he wasn't getting sexually abused, but he was getting abused,
Like with cigarette burns,
put in cages and like little like shells of a drawer, like he's sleeping in there,
Like
eating,
the whole body folded up?
Yes, in there folded up a little door, eating his own shit, drinking his piss, eating cat litter. You feel me? That's torture.
Yeah.
That's torture, and that's
Dehumanizing.
yeah,
That's
that's
inhumane.
insane. Like that's.
I don't know. He would have been. He made that
so.
shit.
That whole case is so fucked up. He was basically already with good parents. He was adopted with the two gay cousins, and they was taking care of him. Pictures looking healthy, fat in the face, chunky. You feel me? Smiles on rides, going to different type of amusement parks. Honor student, everything. As soon as he get back with his mama, he going to school every day, black ass eyes, cigarette burns, shaved his motherfucking head, cigarette burns in his head. I fucked up. He still. It's Mother's
And then
Day,
she
and
had
he
two other kids too.
she had two other kids and did not treat them like that.
So what, did she just go back to the foster people and say, hey, I want my son back or something?
They never had custody.
No.
Oh.
So yeah, he was just staying with them. Yes.
Okay.
But the whole thing was it was something like that, like so he couldn't be with them. She had said that they was molesting him.
Oh
yeah. They was a bad couple or whatever. Which was bold, yes, which was bold. So he basically took him out the care of a home that took care of him with two people that was stable to just be in your apartment getting abused, not eating.
But the system also failed because
that's what I was just
social workers and everything. The
environment. That's what I'm saying. Everything that supposed to stabilize to help the child failed him. Even a man that was at a social office, you feel me, a security guard, called in and told them like it's something wrong with this child that's coming in here with this lady.
The system failed.
2 weeks later, what the fuck? He was dead.
Sick.
People don't take stuff serious.
Yeah.
And not only that, I don't want to, but we're going to talk about it, on part 2 segment. But they were saying like it stick from her back when she was a child. She went through this. She was on drugs and meth and did the shit to her. She was conceived as a rape child, like shit like that. So
what the fuck would he do?
You just allowed.
That shit crazy.
That's deep.
That shit crazy.
It's like PTSD.
I do. Like, damn.
That shit made me cry. That shit made me cry so bad because he was just a happy kid, bro. Even on Mother's Day, he fucked up at school. Yes, like, I love you, ma. I'm like, bitch, I'll fuck you, bitch. Like, I would've, bitch. Kill you, all this motherfucker come get me now. The fuck, something.
Yeah,
that shit fucked up. Like, beating him every day. Can't take shots. Oh my god. Then it was so irritating. The family knew too. The brothers, the sisters, the nephews, the other cousins, and motherfuckers. Yes, ain't nobody do shit. Because they didn't have the money and stuff to take care of them. Man,
so they just knew it, just let it keep happening.
Anything would have been better than that, though. That fucked
even the social worker came out there and she done boo-booed the food her dumb ass. Like, it's this, but I don't wish death on nobody. This is a disclaimer warning to all kind or whatever. But the lady ended up getting killed in prison. And the step baby daddy got the electrical chair. like the death penalty. But it's just the fact that like this is what kids, even in like the system at home, shit. What the fuck? Like I would have been living on the street by myself.
Trying to figure it out.
Under a river, bitch. At least I'm clean.
It's really kids like that though. Like even in the city, like right now, like a little girl ate out the trash.
I seen that.
Like I literally walked up to her like, "What are you doing? You didn't have enough to eat."
It was on the news too. Wow. No, it was not news, but viral on Facebook.
Oh no, this was like one of my students.
Oh shit.
Like literally, I walked up to her like, "Girl, put that." I smacked her hand like, "Are you hungry?" She was like, "Yes." I was like, "Don't eat out the trash. Why didn't you tell me you want more food? There's still food over there. You don't ever have to eat out the trash. I will buy you food." Like what? She was like, "My mama told me she wasn't buying me dinner last night. She didn't." I said, "No, she didn't."
Wow.
She said, "Cause I complained too much about what she cooked." And she was like, "Well, you don't want what I'm cooking. You ain't eating."
How old was she?
3rd grader.
Bro, it was something viral on Facebook today. I kid you not. I didn't even share because that should be depressing to me. It was 3 kids. It was a boy and 2. I mean, it was 2 boys and a girl. They standing out. It say 7 Mile and Grass. If y'all have, but if y'all another thing, like if y'all adults and y'all taking pictures of these kids, go get them help.
Exactly.
On my birthday, who was with on my birthday? Was you when we pulled up and that lady was pregnant, ass out?
Everything.
I swear to Jesus. We at the liquor store.
Yes.
Lady pregnant right now. She had on some boy shorts, panties, or whatever. Or whatever she had on. And a little baby probably was like 3 years old. One grown nigga in the store probably done bought the kids some snacks or whatever. It's 2 niggas in the car. I'm getting in my truck. We about to pull off. I'm like, where y'all know her?
Where y'all taking
He
her?
like,
Right.
no. They told the truth, no. I said, where y'all going? We just about to ride. We know. I said, I'm telling her, like, you don't have to go with them. Like, I will pay you whatever the fuck, you feel me, get out. You, like, you don't, you feel me?
She didn't even want to get out.
She did.
though.
She ain't
Like,
say shit. Nothing said in the car. Just
her
like,
and her son.
Yeah, they about to go fuck this lady, run trains.
It was 3 niggas. 3 old ass.
Oh, 50, 60s.
Old ass
Drunks. Tooth, teeth yellow, fucked up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bald head. Yeah.
That's not funny, but yes, they was bold as hell. Like, sis, get in our car. I had some clothes, whole motherfucking basement full of clothes around the corner. You can go get yourself
And you
together.
pregnant.
But that comes
Yes.
through as like us as a whole. Like we supposed to be there for her, not make.
We that's the point. We didn't say all that shit to her face, but we was just saying like get out the car.
Listen, like we tried.
She didn't do
Yeah, no, I'm just saying in general. Like we was talking about like, us as a whole. Like we should all come together.
Yeah.
Like that's terrible.
We for sure tried, but she wasn't budging. Wasn't even trying to look at us.
She didn't
like,
even look
give
at her
eye
way. She
contact
stayed
or
straight
shit.
forward. Like, I don't know, he slipped whatever in the
Yeah,
store. She
like-
hurried up, did that shit. Baby looking and shit. Like, yeah, that's
Probably
probably.
sold her a mount. And she just like, I'm about to get my money.
Her son had to be about 2, 3.
That's crazy.
And where your baby gonna go?
No more than 3.
Right
You
there.
couldn't-
Traumatized,
Yeah.
emotional abuse.
Yeah.
Gonna grow up and remember that he was in the room and just seen 3 figures and his mama.
I'm screaming.
No, for
No, I'm so serious though. Like the cognitive abilities of a child to remember stuff like that is at an all-time high. That's the age that they're learning their colors and really memorizing stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be the man in the red shirt, the man in the blue shirt, the man in the green shirt, and my mama in this hotel room.
And he definitely
This one room,
he a sponge.
there was
You
a
know what I'm
guy.
saying?
No, I'm saying wherever they took her, where he had to go sit in the little floral chair in the corner with the air going. He's gonna remember all of that.
Oh my God, y'all.
But she probably was abused too.
Yes, like
She
this probably
probably
what she
was.
used to.
That's what she used to.
That's
So
how she get it. Like, I ain't finna.
Like how she pregnant right now.
her morals.
You feel-
And bringing another baby into the world.
Yes. So,
But we don't know her situation.
Yeah.
She could have been raped
That's
or
possible.
anything like that.
But even with the situation like that, why are you choosing if people are trying to help you? You know what I'm saying?
She don't want out.
Right. So even regardless of what she's going through before, she's not choosing the other route. If somebody's offering you out, that's
She
what I'm
adding
saying.
more fire to the.
But then again, what if she like never had that love before? Like somebody show her that
She really don't know what to
you
do.
feel me? So she probably like, a mother ain't
Stuck
never cared about me
between two,
before,
right.
so I'm going to what I know.
I'm gonna go with what I know.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
That's some wild ass shit.
What you talking about?
It is. It really is. It really is. That's that.
It was just crazy to actually see.
Yes,
and
to
you
witness.
Really, like,
And you
good.
trying.
Like you feel
You
like
don't
you good
want
right
nothing.
now. Right.
Like we can go get some food.
Okay,
you can
like
come,
you really
like,
good.
Come on.
She wasn't budging, bitch. I don't know. Yeah, it was crazy to see.
Like you could have got their number, even did something with after. Like I ain't even want to see that. That shit was just that traumatized me.
And then it was, do you know them? No. Do y'all know her?
No.
The driver like,
no.
The fuck?
So then why is she in your car?
Exactly.
Right.
In
like,
the middle seat, like in that bitch, baby on the driver door. Baby on the driver door. The other driver, I mean the back seat driver.
Yes.
That shit had me fucked up. I'm like, why you in the middle? Yeah, she was off something.
Three old ass.
I seen a pregnant lady walking butt
Panties.
naked down 6 Mile.
Oh my god.
Like completely just boobs out, butt out, vagina out, completely naked, pregnant.
On drugs.
And
That part was her.
World
That's
was on
no-
drugs.
everybody was like, real close, what's going on? She like, get him. Like, you, like,
Nope.
we like, who? We turning around looking, ain't nobody coming after her. Get him. It was just a mess. And it's really people that, like, you can't help. You cannot help people like that. Because when you try, we was all trying to, like, tell her, like, calm down. We about to put something around you. You don't got no clothes on. Because we could tell she was, like, senile. She was not there. So we trying to tell her, like, calm down. We gonna put something on you. She's screaming, get away from me. She trying to claw people. Like, we don't know what you got to be scratching. So, no, for real, y'all stop, bro. I can't even tell
I
my
get
story
it,
no more.
cause DNA, fingernails, blood,
DNA
saliva.
all in you.
Can't even
Yeah.
do the same.
You know what I'm saying? And now you talking about get off me. I don't want my face skin under your nails when the police come trying to get you, do your
And they
rape
talking
kid
about,
stuff.
yeah,
No. You don't want the help, Miss Mamas. Be blessed. Somebody
Right.
call 911.
That's what I told
and let
that
the
lady. I
police know
said,
she out there naked.
I'm like,
Pray
be
for
blessed.
you.
I'm gonna pray for you. I tried. I really tried. That shit hurt my soul. Like, damn. But okay, as far as like the impacts on the childhood trauma, let's talk about the mental health, the state of mind of the child. I feel like depression and anxiety and suicidal thoughts is the three number. Y'all get what I'm saying? The key kickers.
Top three.
Yeah, the top three. I'm about the three number ones. Who's number one? Yeah, that. But no, like the top three kickers of mental health that fucks with the child. Like even growing as a teen, like we don't really know as a child. Like okay, death for sure. That's something. Like kids now are able to feel and go through things because they not like my nephew, my daddy died or whatever. He
What's that?
like, where's Papa? Like, you know, asking like I miss him. Like, how come he like they want to know like why they questioning like why this person not around no more. Like, and then some kids don't go to funerals to see the actual body and stuff like that. But it's very traumatizing. And then even being bullied or something like that. That results to a child, you know, being suicidal or thinking about bad things. One thing, okay, social media too. The shit that they see on social media, TikTok.
Cyberbullying.
Yes, cyberbullying. That's big. That's number one for sure. And doing these challenges and shit like that fucks with a kid mind. Thinking it's cool to do this type of shit. They might go viral or be like the next cool kid on the internet. Or did y'all see how many likes or who commented on my stuff? And if they not feeling that type of love back that they got on the internet, it result to them like, I don't have friends. I'm gonna be alone. Don't nobody like me. Like, you know, as a kid, that shit fucks with your mind for real. So let's talk about the depression and the anxiety and suicide. How do y'all feel about it?
I think we need to take anxiety more serious. I think that parents don't know how to see anxiety. You know, like they don't know how
recognize it.
Recognize anxiety. You know, like anxiety comes in so many forms, and little kids can have it, and parents don't pay it attention, or they see it and they don't get them help. You know, I don't know why that's a thing, why parents are so prideful that they can't get like an outside source of outside help, but these babies be needing help. I be seeing so, like, I know this little boy, he has anxiety, but you can't tell his parent that. He scratches real bad, he fidgets, you know, like, he can't stay still, but that could be something else. But I know, like,
I know my nephew got anxiety.
Yeah, you know, and it's like, I think as
he
parents,
pace back and like even when his kids around playing and stuff, he'll just be playing with his own. When he was a kid, he used to pace and do his own little shit. Didn't even want to talk to nobody. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to talk about it, but he did go through some of the shit that's childhood trauma for real. Yeah. So that anxiety for sure. And like as far as physical health, sleeping disorders, eating disorders, kids not eating, not sleeping, or overeating, obesity. Like, what the fuck is going on? Is y'all even checking on y'all child mentally, physically, of what they're doing?
No. Because they going to school with margarita bottles in they book bags.
You sound like
and edibles. Because what I know is when I used to get up and go to school, my lunchbox was sitting on the counter. It was packed for me. My book bag had my English, math, science, reading, gym shoes, and gym outfit in it. She checked and made sure you got it again. Did you finish? Let me check your folder. Let me see the done side. Your homework in here. Do you got your book? Where your pencil case at? There's no way a Jose Cuervo margarita box is inside my book bag and I'm a kindergartner.
And they don't know the child. Like, they taking you to school and don't know. This heavy, like, you drugging this bitch down.
Stop having kids.
No, for real, right now.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy though? I can't say like who, but like, you know, remember we was talking about like about the little Jose Cuervo shit. I know the mother, like, and the child personally, like
she didn't get her shit together.
That she's
said what I said. Said that's wild.
Ain't no disclaimers on that. Get your shit together.
Stacey Lee said what she said, y'all.
I said she was okay.
Don't let her say it twice.
Holla at the gang if you feel away.
Okay. Period.
Because we raw in the But no.
Damn.
No, but for real. That shit'll fuck a child up. Have heart problems or anything. Liver, kidney. You don't know what's going on with your child. Now you running back and forth to the doctor. Now, how? I can't believe
your brain is not even developed until you're 26 years old as a man. Completely. I studied psychology for 4 years in college.
And somewhere around here fucked up as a kid.
But it's like back in the day when we was growing up, we wasn't doing that shit as a kid. That shit is more common now.
Where do you
even
find
suicide.
that?
Like, was y'all thinking about suicide when y'all was growing up as a kid, thinking about killing yourselves?
Yes.
Hey, but I knew kids around me that was.
That was more in my teen years.
When I was in elementary, it was a girl who used to slice herself. Like, we had figured out by her arms, her shirt.
But is it like more common now though? Because I just
no, I don't think that it's
more for kids doing it. Like for kids,
I mean, because of the internet though. That's what I feel like.
They was going crazy sitting in the house. Some kids couldn't handle it.
Like, because all the shootings and shit, and kids at home.
The gun violence now is terrible.
And see, one thing about me, I don't mind being around mine because I know mine is safe with me. So I really don't care about mine being with me.
The environment, once you know where they at, how they doing, what they doing, they in eyesight. And then not 9 times out of 10, even if they in eyesight, no, not everybody, but like some they be in your eyesight, but they don't really be paying attention to their child. I ain't.
The girl that just recently drowned, at the park.
Yep. Or the child that got hit at the damn Belle Isle.
I feel like it's a lot based off of bullying too.
Right.
Like bullying is a major one.
I ain't really get that.
How that happened? Beach though, like
how they get on the they built the whole sidewalk, right?
He jumped it.
So he was really aiming.
Oh, the Belle Isle.
He was aiming for whoever.
He was aiming for them, or he just did it.
I don't know. But
Damn.
And he was young too. He was only what, 26?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I don't even know if they say he was under the influence or not. It's terrible. Fucked up.
All right, cognition. Cognition. How y'all say it?
Cognition. You said it right.
Cognition.
Do y'all know what that means? Y'all don't. Somebody Google it.
Elaborate.
Learning
Somebody Google it.
abilities,
Yep.
the mental space,
Yep.
and the capacity that a child or anybody learns it.
So that's like as far as like language delays, problem with concentration. I don't want to even say like LD, but like remedial, slow at learning, disability. Yes, disabilities almost in the state of mind.
unable to comprehend.
Yes. And I won't even say like almost like a brain development, but like that's two different stages. But that can stem to a child also being traumatized. Like they feel like shit, people don't want to talk to me because I might have a speech impediment or make fun. Yes. It's not funny, but my brother is till this day 36 or whatever the fuck older. Jeffrey, yes, Jeffrey Perry, be stuttering, but it got better. Like, you feel me? Like, it's not the whole sentence. It's just a little 3 seconds and then go ahead and get it out. But that's just something that sticks with a child throughout their life. If I'm not mistaken, I'm
about to say, like, don't
do people
stutter?
Yeah. Yeah, but like
it might get better over time.
Yeah.
Like
Or a specialist.
Yeah.
Yep. Like a speech specialist. Get yourself together. But just how do y'all feel about that? Like the cognition of the impacts on the childhood trauma. Like if they had that type of disability, how would it affect them in their life or traumatize them?
Antisocial.
Self-conscious.
They be
as hell.
antisocial.
It definitely be self-conscious.
Yeah, isolated.
Like
but not all stuttering people, because some
not
stuttering
even stuttering.
No, my cousin.
But you wouldn't want to be around as many people because
like depending on what their condition is.
Yeah.
I think they overcompensate. I have a somebody.
Always somebody.
I know somebody that has dyslexia. But fine as all get out. So the overcompensation was, I'm gonna get the bitches. I'm fine, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I can't read.
Fuck that.
Read my homework. Do my homework.
Bitch, I'm fine.
What's up? And that nigga graduated high school. He got 2 kids.
Damn, it's still.
Dummies always get the bad bitches though.
It just is with stuff, but it's literally an overcompensation because it's like, okay, now I'm skipping class. I want to be around the girls. I'm trying to be the class clown to cause attention because I don't want nobody to ask me to read when it's time to read because I don't want to be the reader. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Hey, I got an example, y'all. I'm sorry. Yes.
The shit is funny.
He ain't friends on my page, but listen.
You friends with
No. Right, get the fuck out. But no, like in 6th grade, he was a little, you know how you feel it's two grades. So he in there with younger, you know how like you gotta be reading and then the person we had, what was it called? Popcorn. Popcorn thing. Then get to fuck this, I don't even give a fuck, man. Walking out like damn. I felt bad though. Like I just picked up. No, I swear to God, I picked up like everybody. This motherfucker. Everybody laughing like him, like class, and I just picked up, started reading like the impacts of childhood trauma, mental. Like that shit was about. Yes, got up and walked the fuck out.
that shit crazy.
But it was embarrassing because he was older than us.
That would have been
And
funnier to me,
still-
bro.
Oh yeah.
I ain't even a bully, but I would have laughed harder. That's fucked up though.
That's not.
I'm about to say, but that's considered bullying.
It's.
That is.
It really is considered bullying.
But like you said, was the class clown.
Hey,
Fine
man.
as hell, had the bitches, then always.
And the nigga got 3 kids. I said
Can't have it all, bro. You can't have
He
it
got
all.
3 kids, 2 baby mamas.
Everything.
That's what I said. You can't have it all, bro. Like, you know.
Good out with the bad. You can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got the
Balance.
looks and obviously he got the pink.
Can't be perfect. Yeah, like, who said that? Can't be perfect. I'm
That shit
high.
down south.
But does that fall on the parents?
No, that's
No, that's
But then
that's
if the parents.
Village.
No, I'm just saying, but like how they feel. Like if you know your child, like why not?
You can't
Right.
not send
But
them to
some people
school.
don't.
Not send them
can't
to
read.
school.
You can't
Like a
not.
lot of people get homeschooled too.
Well, I mean, if you're not looking for some help and adjustments to make some changes for your child, then I think that then falls on the parent. But my homeboy told me, like, nah, he tried, his mama sent him to Kumon and stuff to make sure he had other things that were better. Like, he went and did DAPSEP so he could do math. He went and did Kumon to be able to understand, so it was other stuff because it was like, okay, if reading is not going to be your strong suit, you're going to go to tutoring for reading, but we're going to make everything else stronger because you're not just going to completely flunk. I believe in you enough to know that you could do something better. You know what I'm saying? People that can't read are still able to do millions of other things that don't require you to be able to have to literally focus in on.
I say that nigga is the poster child.
So
Poster child.
I think it only falls on the parent if they don't take an interest in how to do it.
Okay. R. Kelly never did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah, I think it only falls on the parent if they don't take an interest in how to figure it out, how to fix it, or make some adjustments.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Y'all, I'm trying to be like, this is on a serious note for real, but we about to dig deeper and get into deep. That was part 2 segment from the gang. I mean, part 1. Damn, yeah, it's the T. Coop, don't look at me. Look. So look, that was part 1 of the episode 10. And now we about to take a little intermission. We be back in 10.
You're
Bodacious. 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 Definition: excellent, admirable, or attractive. It's bodacious season, bitch.